in no way is me recording this video me putting undue pressure on anybody or trying to initiate anything. It's literally I'm documenting this on video because then I've got a reference point when I come to sort of pointing this out in my upcoming book because it's really important. The book's spiritual. I'm sharing a lot of what's happening in my life in that sense, in my psychic abilities expanding, connection to source spirit, and the tarot readings and things. And some things I think are just really important, especially when sort of we can look to the future. So it's all right me saying that here now, but then let's see where my life is in a few years' time, and then we'll look back at those moments and say, "Oh, that happened. We saw that." And this is what it is. It's more like proof for the future, really. Some things, of course, not so relevant. So I was asking, should I travel today? Should I travel? And I've got the High Priest, which is the Hierophant in Tarot, which straight away I'm like, normally you get yes and no direct answer. This was pointing towards the fact that you know what you need to do. You know, yes and no. Like effectively, it's starting to lean into that intuition rather than use the cards. That's what I was getting from that. It's like you know what you need. You know what you need. And I was like, okay. Then I had this card at the back. It's like I don't know if that was actually on the back of this one. I'm going to leave that for a minute because I asked another question. Um, I can't remember what I asked now. I just said, "Why am I tired?" Like, why am I tired a lot or something? Because that's what I was asking. Really, that's what it was. Oh no, that's what it was. So that card there was about traveling. Bear in mind, it's spiritual. And then I said about am I tired a lot lately because I'm going for a spirit because of another spiritual ascension. And then I got this card. And I think I can't remember. I can't remember now exactly if I had another card or not. I don't think I did. I got I can't remember what came out, but I got these right. And straight away I knew what the answer to this was. Straight away I knew that was you're on someone's mind and they're thinking about you a lot. Like I know who the person is, you know, because straight away that's a cup of love, and that's obsessive thoughts. It's usually fast communication, but it can be obsessive thoughts as well. So I was like, hmm. So I asked specifically, is that person, am I, is it obsessively thinking about me? And I got the Sun card. But that's my yes card's the Hierophant, but we've already had that for this one, you know. But in terms of this deck, it's probably a bit different in this deck. But anyway, that's an absolute yes. It's like the happiest card to deck is the absolute yes of yeses. Um, So I just really want to do that just because of the way spirits just aligned that. I started off just asking about traveling, then it was a case about the spiritual journey. Like, is that why I'm tired? And it turned out, no, someone's thinking about you obsessively like crazy. And we've got a deep connection to each other. I consider us twin flames. I've never believed in twin flames. But again, this is tying into that, which is why I want to do the video, because then I've got that reference point. I don't forget it. Whereas if I don't do this now and it comes to doing the book, I may just go through the book, but not I may have touched on it somewhere else anyway, but it just for me, it's like good little markers for me because I can go, oh yeah, back in the end of December near Christmas, spirits showing me that I was on their mind or something, and this is the signs I was getting, you know, things like that. And it's like I think that's just really important, just to show that connection, really, because I've never believed in twin flames myself, but I know this connection's so deep. I know it's absolutely intense, and I know we feel each other. It's crazy. So it literally disrupts me completely. Like my sleep pattern's been off for about a month now. Like I was going to bed at a reasonable time. I was chilling out. I was making myself like a hot chocolate. I was sitting in bed. I'm making. This is how I was. I was relaxed. I was truly relaxed. I was making a hot chocolate. I got my books on the bed to the side of me. I was enjoying that. I was even writing like how many pages I'd read that day. I was doing this little journal, and I was fresh. You know, I felt good. I'm absolutely burnt out. I'm all over the place. I'm getting like 4 hours sleep. I'm living on 4 hours sleep. This is getting insane. Then I'm passing out randomly in the evenings and stuff, like just random because I'm that tired. I'm pushing myself to exhaustion. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, it's out of nowhere this has been going on. It's been getting building and building and building. But if we are twin flames, for instance, it would stand to reason that you'd both be pulling on each other's energy. And of course, maybe if I think of them, I'm maybe doing the same thing to them. And all of a sudden, you're just bursting together, you know? They're thinking of me, which is making me think of them. So then I'm like, and sometimes maybe I'm thinking of them, which is making them think of me. And all of a sudden, it's like you're both in each other's energy. It's actually beautiful, I think, when you come together, potentially, because, you know, now you're coexisting, so you're not pulling on each other so much. But I think when you're distance apart, it's a freaking nightmare. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to show really the bit about the twin flame journey there, really, because I'm getting a sign from Spirit. I don't know if I can just ask. I mean, I think we're twin flames, but let's see what Spirit says. But I've never really sort of agreed with that name, the Twin Flames, much. And the back of that deck from the Sun, it was actually the one where I think it's like, I don't know if it's the 10 of swords or something, or the 8, 9 of swords, where you're on the bed and all the swords absolutely exhausted. I was just going to say their name. I'm sick and tired of it. I've wrote it in my book. I've referenced them in my book, one of my books. I said about the heartbreak chapter. Um, some videos I'll leave comments off, and I do it for the other people. So, for instance, if I reference my daughter, I talk about her, I'll always disable comments. If I talk about this person for our own privacy and things, I will disable comments. And so this video I won't have comments because of it. But I've said their name so many times. And again, I think that's important for clarity as well. If you see I'm with this person in the future and you hear the name, you can put the two together and go, he said that. So I've had a lot of signs about people, but they're not skeptical, they're curious about my love life or something and think I'm too picky. I'm sort of my own downfall, head in the clouds to an extent. And they think, no one's that perfect or something. But I'm showing them someone is that perfect, and their name is Jessica. And I've never shied away from that. Also, it shows them that I am waiting for them. Yeah, tell the world this is my person. I don't hide from it. Doesn't mean in future if I'm with someone else that it isn't a love. It just means that's a soulmate. This is bigger, I think, personally. Spirit always gives me wonderful cards. Is Jessica my twin flame? Well, that's a weird one because I've got 3 of Pentacles. I'm not sure he'd reference that because I see a 3 of Pentacles like you're working at something, something's being worked on. But why would that wouldn't necessarily be a yes card? But then I don't know if it's specifically a no card because that could be energy. Right. Clarify 3 of Pentacles. Oh, for love. Oh, wow. I kid you not. Oh, you haven't got it on camera. I can't. I normally have the camera. Bloody hell. But anyway, we've got this one. I forgot to say, I've got the wrong camera on. I wish I'd done the other camera now. I don't really care about people believing me or not because if anyone knows, I couldn't give a shit, to be totally honest. I do what I do. It's like, it's what it is. At this point, I think people either believe or they don't. It's like relevant. It's because it's for me. I don't care. So this is what we got. And initially, it's like it's confusing, but it can also mean that you're working. It forces you to work hard with no. You don't always get what you want in that dynamic. So it wasn't really clear. So then I say, can it clarify it? And straight away, that one I saw. Out of all the cards that flew out, I saw that one. I thought, yeah, okay, that's divine balance, healing. So great. And then I just saw all the cards that come out. And the fact that the lovers card come out, I was like, okay, that's definitely twin flame. That's definitely divine union. You've literally got the lovers. In fact, all of these are major arcana, apart from the 3 of Pentacles, which started off. But for me clarifying the 3 of Pentacles was major arcana all over it. You've got the Hangman, which causes you to really go into like a state of thinking, really, and change perspectives and things. It really does make you think about life, really. But look at that. Look how divine that is. If you look in the background, the angels, you've got angels on both cards. Angel wings on the lovers in the background. It's literally divine. It's literally guided by spirit. It's complete divine union. But then you've also got this huge angel there, bringing healing and balance to your life. And that's what the twin flame journey is all about. It's tumultuous, which is kind of why this one started, because that's what it does. It forces you to be really exhausted. You work your ass off all the time, and it's like it's relentless, And not everybody has such a journey. Some people just get it a lot easier. These unions are worth the hassle. So effectively, this card is this, which explains the Sun card and why we're on each other's minds. In the back of the deck, yeah, it's like a longing and a frustration. It's like I don't know when it comes together or whether it ever will. It's just life. It's complicated. It's hard. The universe has put us both on other sides of the planet just to make it even more troublesome. In all honesty, I think if we was a lot locally, I think if the logistics weren't so much of a hassle, I think we would have been potentially together by now. In all honesty, I think so. I think that logistical issue, I think, just makes it 10 times harder. In all honesty, there you go. It is, yeah. So such as life. It's just another challenge on top of a challenge on top of a challenge. But in fact, let's have a look at that because that does bother me. Let's get the camera back up because I'm curious about that because it annoys me. Was me and Jessica placed so far apart to show people what is possible even with such a distance? Are we an example to others? You literally got out in the cold. You know, everything's frozen in time, if you like. But then you've got the wheel of fate, wheel of fortune, karma. It changes. Yeah, look, absolute nightmares. But after that, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I think part of it is a big part of it is the fact that it's an example to others when it comes through. Um, do me and Jessica have a big purpose together in this lifetime? Do we have a big purpose together? Chariot, weird. So you got a chariot, and it's like that's not really saying a purpose. It's saying things moving fast. Um, effectively, you can do a lot, and it's going to be rapid. You're going to work tirelessly together. We literally got the Four of Wands. I told you, when it comes to her, I get beautiful cards. So if she doesn't value herself or doesn't realize how special she is, she ain't getting it. I'm just putting the cards. I don't even know what's coming up now. I know these two because I can see them. The other two we can see upside down. Start that one because it's there next. It's hard because I've got the camera angle. Let me just turn it a little bit. It's really hard because I'm bending down like this to try and do it. So that one's like This one we've got the Four of Wands, which is marriage, celebration, incredible. Literally relentlessly pushing forward, just fast. Powerhouses, I see that really. Then we've got the King of Cups, and then we've got the Seven of Wands, which is literally standing your ground against other people, I guess. And then it is like, is this the Four of Cups? I can't remember what we asked. Shit, well, I have to go back to the video. I can't remember what we asked now because that was throwing me slightly over the other ones. Crap, what was the question? That doesn't normally happen to me. Oh, do powerful things in this life, was it? Yeah. Yeah, it's anyways, yeah, it's overcome troubles, and I mean it's be inspirational to be totally honest. Um wow, Empress on the bottom. I wanted to see her value and I'm hoping she's doing that through her healing. Does Jessica see her worth? Does she recognize her worth? No. This annoys me. It really pisses me off in all honesty, if I'm honest. Because I know how great she is, and it's like I have so many signs that she puts me on a pedestal. She can see how rapid my growth is, and it's hard to keep up. And it's like she has that in her too, you know. It's literally a mindset shift, and you get yourself away from that. I want to see what the bottom of this deck is now because I think well, actually it's usually current energy. Oh, yeah, death. So that's usually new beginnings, new cycles. So let's say that's where she is at the moment. Come on, man, you got to lift yourself up. You got to see she's as strong as I am. You know, you're twin flames. If you're twin flames, How much potential does Jessica have? Oh, for Christ's sake. Incredible self-made success. She's an inspiration. Oh my God, Justice. I'm getting goosebumps. I kid you not. I don't want to say the other card was a bit pathetic, but that's literally, it's not, it's like, look at that. That's how I see them. I know their worth, I know their value. And Spirit does too. So sometimes you've got to forget about it if your resources are limited now and all this stuff. This is all so irrelevant. Do you deserve to be sort where our life could be? And it absolutely to the bottom. Oh, King of Pentacles on the bottom. All this was Pentacles, by the well, they had the self-made one, the independent. That's the potential she has. Now, I think anybody else looking at this would say that's pretty incredible. Even if you don't know tarot, I think you can just see the cards are quite abundant. Very beautiful. And yet we had, what did we have before? So you've gone from that, from this, where is this? I better find it now, I think this is the point as well. If people ever thought, oh, you're just pulling random cards, like, look, it's hard enough for me to find it. So that was the one, I think. They don't see their own value, and yet they're incredible. Only they would see it. I see it. They'll start believing in themselves. Does Jessica put me on a pedestal? Oh, that says no, which is weird because I do get signs that she does put me on a pedestal. But then we got a magician. So that's interesting though, because I don't want to put me on a pedestal. But that's magicians, the ability to create anything, manifestation and whatnot. Um. Oh wow. Oh wow. So Karma's Judgment. Again, that's a better card. It looks better than this card is, but look at them cards that just flew out. Literally the Sun, which I just explained is the happiest in the deck. Then you've literally got a whole cup of love. So much love between you. And Judgment is literally releasing themselves. By, releasing themselves to experience it. That like get in your own head all the time. Sometimes you've just got to change perspectives. It's literally perspective shift, even between that other one where they weren't seeing their value, but look at the potential. It's just it comes from a perspective shift. It's crazy, isn't it? Right, let's do one last question. What do my spirit guides think about Jessica? Oh, I'm gonna keep shuffling because they're just falling off the top. I don't really like that. Ah, bit different. I see that at Two of Swords is unable to see clearly. Unable to see clearly. They need to. I think they just need to release themselves, not hold themselves back. It's like they know what to do. It's like you know what to do, so stop holding yourself back from it now. That's the way I get there because you've got the blindfold on, you've got two swords, but you know where you need to go. You know what's coming. Yeah, again, fast communication. So let's do one more, because I really want to do this. What would Jessica bring to my life? What would Jessica bring to my life? Hmm. Brand new beginnings. Hmm. She'd be protective. I get signs that she'd be protective as well. That's nice. That's actually beautiful. The fact that it's like a brand new beginnings, beautiful new changes, completely different life. Nice. What I bring to Jessica's life? Oh, it's too many cards. I'll have to just do what they give me. It's not too many. It felt like too many. Oh wow. Okay, I've got a load of nice cards. Ooh. She got the Hangman as well. Page of Pentacles. So that's it being career driven, but it's like you take those steps, to create, to build. You know what I mean? In terms of career, it's like you take that you're ambitious, so you take those little steps. Um, Always following. It's literally always building for the future. Every time there's an opportunity to create something or build something, or be like in terms of career, it's always jumping on it. So I have that. And you got the King of Cups. So strong emotional foundation. Then we've got the Hanged Man. So I provide different perspectives. So I help with that, thought processing things. Then we had the Emperor, which is incredible, very powerful. That's all the kings in one, by the way. So um, literally a lot of confidence, and an incredibly powerful, strong um, support, and the world. So we bring about a new cycle, a whole new world. That's really nice. What's on the back? Ah, Page of Cups and Innocence. All that beautiful, strong cards, and then you get the Innocence. So life doesn't have to be so serious. You can still have fun. We can still have fun. Um, it's hard for me to that one. I know what I'm thinking, but it's hard for me to say it. Um, it's almost like in baby steps. When I keep creating, so I work on this book, I work on this project, I then go and do this video, and I'm always creating, I'm always building for the future. It's always like always creating something. There's always a level of creation, and that will inevitably build. And of course, we ended up with the Emperor anyway, which really reflects upon that. I really interested in one other thing. So we've already explained what I would bring to it, what she would bring to it. I want to know what her guides think of with me. What does Jessica's spirit guides think about me? What do they think of me? Definitely going to want to go there. No, I've got something. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. We've had these cards continuous. And this is the point. It's continuous. They see me as healing, and I help provide a different perspective, a moment to think about things a bit more. But I provide a lot of balance, healing qualities. Oh, wow. And the King of Cups. They see me as a very confident person. Oh, I like that. Thank you, her team. 'Cause that's the thing, it's their team, you know. I have my team, they have their team. It's interesting. Okay. There's no point even asking this, but I might as well. What does Jessica think of me? Oh my god. Got the sun again? And that's like, you know, you walk away from things that don't fulfill you, you know. So we like literally go after your dreams. Um, and a ray of sunshine. So if she sees this video at all, can't hide it. I know. Oh wow, Page of Pentacles again on the bottom. Someone that does go after their goals, you know. So all I'd say is at this point to finish it off, yeah, that's the moon, I think. No, karma. Justice. I can't remember. This annoys me that the decks are different, but anyway, stuck in the head. Yeah. What I would say at this point is, there is no rush. Just do your healing when you're ready. You know, when you're ready, I'm here. But let's try and do it in this lifetime at some point. No, but as anyone can see, I don't sway from it. I don't. I get frustrated sometimes, just like other people, because life doesn't get any. We don't get any younger, you know. But I do. I'm aware of the healing journey. When you're going from a place where you're not seeing your value, that's literally a perspective shift, though. You know, like it could be I hear from her in 3 months' time. It could be I hear from her in a year, 2 years. It could be I could hear from her tomorrow or later today. You just don't know. You know, when is this going to happen? Who knows? But it's going to come from a perspective shift. They have to see the value in themselves. You know, you can only show someone to such an extent, but they've got to just start seeing it. It's like you got to forget what people have ingrained in you and the experiences you've had and liberate yourself. That's really all you can do. It's like people make me feel empty and you're not good enough, but it's like you got to look at your core values, who you are. They're kind-hearted, they're funny, they're intelligent. You know, they have so much potential. If given the resources, for instance, if they removed all the negative voices that have been attached to them by other people, and they thought and they went back, they focused on who they are, and you gave them a resource and said, "Now build with this," they would do incredibly well. They would do incredibly well. They know what they want. Um, so it's like believe in yourself. Then you know, just our status, and our finances and things. They're so irrelevant. That doesn't define us. That can change. You know, who are you at your core? You're kind. You know, it's funny. You're funny. Everything. It just match. We just match. It match beautiful. But they've got to see it for themselves, of course. But that's I won't. I don't wait for any less. That's who I want. And my guides are saying, "This is your person." Her guides are saying, "We like you too." She's saying, "You're a ray of sunshine. Make her happy." And I'm saying it's worth the wait.